Mama's program we're going to be talking about, the Family Advocacy Center. We're going to wind it up with Maurice. That's right, he's going to be talking about off-road vehicles. And here is the Arizona White Mountains Podcast, Community Shout. Hey, it's Birdman time for another Community Shout. And of course, it's snowing, so we're hanging out here in the studio. This morning, we're going to start off with Molly McGavick.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So you have a program that my wife had talked about. I've heard about it, called
the MAMA program.
Tell us all about it.
So MAMA program stands for Mothers in Arizona Moving Ahead. And it's a program that started in Pima County, and we're implementing it here in Navajo County. And Allison really has been behind the program for a long time. Pam Williams at the Reese Center, and we finally got funded for our first year, so we officially start in April.
Very cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
So tell me what it's about, who's available, or who can get access to it, that kind of thing.
Perfect. So we are looking for single moms in Navajo County who want to get a better life. They want to make better health and financial decisions for themselves and their children. We're also still looking for mentors for our program. So how it works is we have a mom apply, then we interview the mom, and then the first week of April, they're going to start 18 weeks worth of classes, and then they have a graduation, and then after the graduation, they start the program with 2 mentors per mom, and then that runs for the rest of the year.
Very cool. Awesome. So how do they apply? Do they have to come to a place, or do they go online? What is that?
So they just have to email me. So my email is molly@rcaz.us. And once I receive an email or a phone call, then I can send them out the application. And then once I receive the application filled out, then I contact them so we can set up an interview.
Very cool. So we'll put that information down below so people can see it.
Sweet.
Anything else that people need to know or you want to talk about?
Just that this is going to be an awesome program. It's not just to help single moms and their children, but it'll also help the community. And then after that, once we have enough data collected from the moms and from the program, then we're hoping that it'll help change state legislature.
Awesome. Very good. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Molly.
Thank
we really
you so
appreciate
much.
your time today.
Yay.
Okay, still in here, still cold outside, but warm inside. And I've got with me from the Family Advocacy Center, Nikky and Katelynn.
Yeah.
How are you guys today?
Doing well. How are you, Rob?
Girls, actually, so I'll make sure I use the right pronoun.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Anyways,
There's no qualms.
So, what's going on? Some changes.
Yes. So the FAC has undergone a whole bunch of changes, not just to our staff. We have a whole bunch of changes to our facility, too. So back in November, Sandra left the company, Linda left the company just last month, and now we have myself as Sandra's old position and Katelynn as Linda's old position. And we're moving forward. We just hired a new advocate as well to replace my old position. So good things happening at the advocacy center. The changes at the facility, we're welcoming everybody in the community to come out and view what we've done to the center, have a tour of the center, and learn more about what we do. So yeah, we have that all going on.
Very cool. Awesome.
Yeah, and then we're also looking at things now that we've had those changes to our facility. We're in need of items for organization. So we have an Amazon gift registry, and I'll give you the links and all of that information.
Okay, cool.
And we have specific items that we're in need of, 6-foot wire shelvings. Yeah, so 6-foot wire racks is one of those things. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff on our Amazon registry.
So just a question, and I don't know if you know this or not, don't want to put you in a spot, but are you guys eligible for like a tax credit?
We are.
Okay, so somebody can donate to you, and do you know what the amount is?
$400 for singles and up to $800 for couples that are married filing jointly or...
Yeah, and just to clarify that, tax credit means that you can determine exactly where your tax dollars go. You're going to pay the tax dollars anyways, if you have a tax liability, so you take that amount that you would normally pay and it would go to a coffer and they decide where they're going to put it. And you could say, no, I want $400 to go directly to the Family Advocacy Center, and it doesn't increase your tax liability at all.
That's right. It's pretty amazing. And then we get that money and we can use it to do everything that we need at the center. So
Cool.
Pretty awesome. And then I just want everybody to know that in April, we are moving into Child Abuse Awareness and Prevention Month, and that is also Sexual Assault Awareness Prevention Month. So April, we'll be doing some campaigns and housing a whole bunch of different things throughout that month. So just keep an eye out, and I'll keep you posted. I'll come back to you, let you know
Awesome.
exactly what those events are going to
Cool.
be. And then in June and July, we are starting group therapy for kids.
Cool.
So yeah,
And Katelynn does talk, right? Yeah.
she does.
If I can get a word in.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I talk a lot.
It's
So
okay.
yeah.
So tell us a little bit about you, because we've met Nikki before, but tell us a little bit about you and your.
So my name is Katelynn Weissner. I've been interning or volunteering at the Family Advocacy Center for a little under a year now, and they just hired me as a forensic interviewer. So I
Awesome.
went to training a few weeks ago and started last week, and I'm really excited to be part of the team and help out.
Yeah, we're excited to have her.
Awesome. Well, anything else, ladies, that you want to tell us today? Nope.
Yeah,
Good.
do you-
I think that's it. I kind of
Awesome.
rushed through it, but
No problem. So once again, Nikki Kester, yes, I always get that, and Katelynn
Weissner.
Weissner. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, hanging out in the studio still, and now let's talk about some of the things that happen in our trail systems. And I've got today with me Mr. Maurice. How are you, sir?
I'm just fine. Thanks a lot.
Good. So we met the other night at the Pinetop Lakeside Town Hall. They had an open meeting talking about one of the RV places that are coming in. And a lot of the residents that were there were a little, I want to say, up in arms, a little excited about the fact.
Apprehensive too.
Apprehensive.
Yeah.
But one of the concerns is a lot of people, they have these side-by-sides, these dirt vehicles, I will call them, like mini dirt vehicles, which
Yeah.
cost as much as a regular car, don't
A
they?
lot of them are more expensive than a car too. Yeah.
That people seem to be, they said tearing up and down the trails. With anything, and I don't care if it's motorcycles, if it's skateboarding, if it's anything where there's fun involved, there's always the people that push it, right? Yeah, so you're part of an organization called the White Mountain, what is it?
Open Trails Association. Yeah.
And you said WMOTA?
WMOTA for short. Yeah.
Okay. How old was that organization?
Oh my golly. It was in existence when we first moved up here into Lakeside. It was in existence prior to I think maybe the first group back by 2000
Okay.
maybe started. It was a bunch of guys that went out with snowmobiles, and ATVs were just starting to show up, and so they said, let's form an off-highway vehicle riding group. At that time it was called Navajo County ATV Rough Riders.
Okay.
And then several years later, we decided to rename it to White Mountain Open Trails. And we've got like 150 members that renew every year, but when we go out on rides, there's probably no more than 25 machines. And that would be like 50 people or so.
Right.
And primarily they're now the side by sides
Right.
that hold two people. So what prompted me to want to come and say a few words about it is that the misconception of the people that are near this new RV park, and I'm a firm believer we desperately need a nice RV park. And in nice RV parks, if you're messing around riding an ATV, an off-road vehicle, and you're doing more than 5 miles per hour, you're going to get kicked out or shut down.
Right.
And we camp all over the country. There's never, I can't think of a single time when there's been a lot of noise past 8 or 9 o'clock at night, a lot of people riding around out of control. It just doesn't happen. So that's why I stood up and kind of put some back pressure on those people that were objecting, is they just don't understand that this probably won't happen.
It's a perceived problem.
Yeah,
It's an idea, the idea in their head that this could happen, and what you're saying is
That's true.
it's because of groups like WMOTA and because of responsible
Yeah,
owners.
yeah.
So WMOTA is basically, as far as I can tell, you're about training, safety, and then being responsible.
Yeah. If you go to our website, and I've directed a lot of people there to take a look at our code of ethics and our mission statement. And when I do that, like if they're apprehensive about sharing trail information or historical information, that if you release that information out there, and there's a lot of historical locations around this area, and east or west toward Payson, east toward Springerville. You go out in the forest, you're going to find graves, you're going to find old mines, you're going to find old cabins and everything. Nobody wants to see those vandalized. So when I direct them to our website and let them read what we stand for, they open up with all kinds of information. So it's a good way for people to understand the value of our history and maintaining those locations out there undisturbed.
Okay.
Okay.
So to find out more information about WMOTA,
Yeah.
what's the website?
WMOTA.com or WMOTA.org.
WMOTA.com or WMOTA.org. It's pretty easy.
And there's a contact page there. They can send in an inquiry, and we're in the process of getting a new webmaster up to speed on that, and updating anything that needs to be out of date. Now, you ask about these the roads and what you need to ride the roads. The best advice I can give is that you get your machine with the most features that you need to ride any road out there.
Okay,
And that way you'll always have insurance, you'll always be registered, you'll have an OHV sticker, and that's just the best way. Then you don't have to worry about whether the road is numbered horizontally or vertically.
Right.
Okay.
And under 18 in those vehicles, helmet.
Must wear a helmet.
Must wear
Now,
a helmet in the state of Arizona.
there's a brochure, OHV Laws and Places to Ride.
Okay.
And I went up to Arizona Game and Fish, called in and said, I need a bunch of these. And I stocked out City Hall.
Okay.
The lady that's
Town hall. So the visitor center that's in Town Hall of Pinetop Lakeside.
has these, and they have this information sheet developed by the Forest Service about the requirements for the different road numbers, whether it's horizontal or, and then there's a list in here about what the kids and OHVs.
Right.
Exactly what you were concerned with. And we get a lot of inquiries about where are we going to ride when we come up here.
Right.
And Trax and WMOTA went hand in hand jointly to develop this map.
Yes.
And after we got it all laid out and proofed.
Yeah, and this map is available both at the visitor centers.
That's right.
Both visitor centers, both in Cholo and in Pinetop Lakeside.
Yeah, and I briefed the lady in the Pinetop City Hall about this map and about this, and so she should be reasonably knowledgeable. But this is a joint map of not only Trax trails in the Lakeside Ranger District, but also the OHV trails. And so people that come up here, if they don't have a map and would like some guidance on where they can ride safely
Yes.
on the motorized trails, and Trax has theirs numbered alphanumeric code,
Right.
and WMOTA and the Forest Service has marked our OHV trails with an alphanumeric code for safety, and all of that information is not only indicated here, but it's on the Forest Service website.
Awesome.
So if you go to Apache Sitgreaves National Forest and look at recreation and then OH and then off-road trail riding,
Right.
you can get all that stuff.
Awesome.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, Maurice, we really appreciate it. And we might have you come in again in the
Yeah.
summertime to sort of remind people about safe riding and responsible riding.
The thing we've noticed is that, for example, Shola Motorsports, months and months ago, I got the numbers, and they were delivering 100 machines a month out to the public to go riding on these trails. And I'm the first one to admit there's rowdies out there.
Yep.
They like to go too fast. They like to dig ruts too deep, and it makes a bad name for the organized clubs that have standards to go by. So I just encourage everybody, take it easy, be safe, put the right equipment on, make sure your kids wear a helmet. It's really, really important. And if somebody should want to access a given trail track, our club and the Apache ATV Club over in Eager Springerville under Barry Williams, and our club is under Jack Dyer, the president. We keep an inventory of all of our tracks that we have ridden and display them on a tablet with a mapping program in the
Very cool.
background. So we're always following. I'm really big about that. A lot of people just like to go out there and ride, but I like to follow pre-established tracks.
Awesome.
So for safety's sake, okay?
Well, thank you, sir, very much for your time today. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right.
You
All
betcha.
right. Thanks a lot.
Okay, a couple things here to end up. First of all, Nikky Peters was going to be in, and she's the Meadowlark Farms. She does that seed starter thing. It's going to be, let's see, March 20th at Buffalo Bills from 9 to 3 p.m. That's Saturday, March 20th. So that's a class that focuses on how to build soil, spring gardening, how to start a tray of seeds for your garden, and a lot more. It's taught by her. She was unable to get in today because of the snow, so I want to make sure you know about that, and we'll put this flyer up in the information as well about it. Also, Garrett is got his the band that he's involved with, which I forget the name of.
Dustin Starks.
Dustin Starks, that's right. It's going to be this Saturday, correct?
Yep.
Saturday at Snowflake,
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Snowflake Auditorium.
We should have had him on the show. He's at the Snowflake Auditorium, 7 p.m. So, yeah,
I'm on the show now.
he's not really on the show, but he's kind of on the show. But anyways, so go check that out and look up on Facebook. I think he'll be posting stuff about it as well. Everybody be out there, be safe. Hopefully the snow's over and you're not, if we get snowed in all the way to Thursday, it'd be kind of cool because, we could use the moisture, but I doubt that's going to happen. Have fun out there, be safe, and be kind to each other. I'm Birdman, and as I always say, if I don't see you around town, I'll catch you right here on the web. It's a wrap.